on deal. What's going on, boy buddies? I'm so sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about being late. What's going on with our family? I hope everyone is enjoying themselves and having a great evening so far. So good. Everything is everything. Yes, we still here. Yeah, we still here. We made it. It was a rough. It was a rough one. I'm out here waiting on my babies. So I'm not in the office, but you know what? I didn't say use it as an excuse. We ain't going for no excuses. Facebook tried to shut us down. So we ain't on Facebook tonight, y'all. It's all live on, we're going live on YouTube tonight. And I thank you for joining me. Shot me some doggy bones if you here in the building, if you in the on the TV with me, I appreciate you. You can give me some doggy bones. I'm here picking up my daughter. Please excuse the location, but I'm here though. I told you I was gonna be here. I got a bit, a story to tell tonight, y'all. Because guess what? This is the flip side of it all. You see the dog man ain't fresh, and ain't pretty today. It ain't pretty today. What's up, family? What's up with my Boerboel family? Let me know you ain't here. Let me know you ain't here. Yeah, I'm out here taking care of business though. Had to go pick up my babies and wasn't able to be in the office. But listen, y'all, we was going through it though with the puppies. We was having an episode with them puppies. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Hey, and it's a thing. It says we can have guests. It's a new thing on. It's a new thing on YouTube. They have a new thing on YouTube. We can have guests now. So if you want to join in, you can maybe hit a link, or it's my first time knowing about this. It's my first time knowing about this. I'm picking up my daughter from school. So if you want to join in, you can hit the link and we can go live on your phone. We can go live on your phone too. So yeah, it was a thing though. It's been a struggle. I'm a human being at the same time. I'm a dog man and running a. I hope everybody is doing today. Before we get into what I've been going through, because I want to make sure that it makes sense. Let me think about everything that I'm getting ready to say, because I got a story to tell y'all. It's been. Listen, I'm serious. One thing about me, y'all, I don't do a whole lot. I do with the dogs, and I deal with dogs and my family, and that pretty much consumes my life. I really don't have time for much else. So I don't know like what's cool, and I don't know about the jokes, and I don't know about TV, and I don't know about the Browns I don't know about sports. I don't know about nothing but dogs and taking care of my family and trying to feed myself and feed. That's it, right? So when the puppies get sick, if the puppies don't feel good, I'm in a panic. Okay, when you're a dog person and you look at the puppy and the puppy eyes tell you, I'm not doing today, or the dog, you call them to visit and they don't jump out that dog house and come to see you, or the puppy doesn't run up to you, right? When you're a dog breeder, right, you better start paying close attention to what's going on. Okay, so that was happening. Then after, so the puppies are looking sluggish. They don't have a real healthy appetite, right? These things could lead potentially to death. Now, on top of that, we got loose stool, right? Loose stool is a horrible sign. Okay, this is the real. I'm gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all the fake. I'm not gonna fake y'all out or nothing like that. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all nothing fake. I'm not going to, it's the honest truth. It's real. If anybody don't tell you that they're not going through this, the flip side of this, I haven't had this. This is one of the things that breeders go through. So when you're a breeder, right, and you're going to be opening up transparent, right? What's going on with my people, right? So this is when I say I'm going through it. This is what I was going, what I'm alluding to, right? We being honest and we being upfront about this with the Boerboels, right? So the puppies wasn't feeling good. Then on top of that, they wasn't looking super happy and healthy and running around. And if you look at the puppies and you compare them to some of my other litters and what they, if you look at the thickness and everything, and I ain't talking about the ones, I'm talking about the newer puppies, right? And this is why I wanted you got to be careful when you bringing in other puppies, right? Those puppies came from, they was whelped out of town. It's not that the puppies was sick or anything like that, but it's still a shock value, right? There's a shock value when puppies are transported, right? Because you're taking them away from the nest. They're in transport. Okay, they need to be coming out of the transport and going straight into the home and assimilate into the new routine, right? Versus coming out of transport, coming from away from uh, their mom, and the nest, and then coming, leaving that nest and coming into a foreign nest. Then the shock and trauma of introduced into the new foreign nest and have to be accepted and then in a certain into a hierarchy and so on and so forth. There's a stress factor there, right? So that's why I tend to like shy away from doing it. And it's really, so if I've done that, that's one thing that you can know for sure and for certain that's coming from a highly reliable source. Those are puppies that's coming from an elite handling. That's a certified pup, right? That's not just some anybody that just has some dogs shot them through. Because we could go get some dogs from anywhere. They got dogs for at the Amish country. If y'all looking for a Boerboel for the cheap, for $500. I would advise against it because when you go pick them puppies up, they're running away and stuff like that. And then people just don't understand handling and caring for puppies, loving on them for the day to day, on a day-to-day basis, and how important that is, and the big difference that it makes, right? So we got this situation going on with the dogs, and the puppies done got um transported in, and so I got healthy puppies on deck, right? And they're rolling out, and we bringing in the puppies that we plan on the future for the next generations, right? We're taking a look at those dogs. We're gonna really um see their strengths and weaknesses, engage and figure out the best place to fit them in the program. If they're going to fit in the program, is kind of our way of evaluating the future generations that breed stuff. Because you got to be very selective and mindful. How would this dog be included and how could he fit in? Because we got a different options that we can go with, and we will be very selective on with how we do that. Okay, so we're going to evaluate these puppies. So it's necessary sometimes to bring in other puppies from other litters. Like we said, that dog is Southern Ohio Boerboels Azul. If you saw in the videos that we had produced before, that's Southern Ohio Boerboels Azul. So those Southern Ohio Boerboels Azul and Balto puppies came in from Cincinnati, and then we had the Monroe Exotic Kinetic Boerboels come in from Connecticut, right? So that's the travel, the shock, and you know what I'm saying? The puppy's healthy when they get here, but then the trauma, the shock. So then it spreads and you worried about it, spreading and you don't know what it is. So you have to treat. And what I was doing, I'm gonna tell you, I made a mistake. Okay. I did a rookie move, right? And I know better. And soon as I got off, first of all, I tried something new, right? That was the mistake number one. I try something new. I have a formula that I use, that I stick to with my puppies. Right? When I went and picked up some dog food, they had some stuff. They say, "Yeah, you should try this." They tell it that everybody buys it, right? And this is at the feed mill. And you try different things, right? So it's called Puppy Glow. I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to be a probiotic, really good for the puppy's digestive, right? Wrong move. That was mistake number one. So I'm introducing something new that I don't normally do. That was how first thing that I rectified. Let me eliminate this additive and foreign substance into my program, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Say it's supposed to make your puppies feel good, supposed to make them have strength and energy. No, it didn't work. For whatever reason, it didn't agree with my puppies, and they continued to have the runs. And when you have to understand why that's so important. If your dog starts getting the runs, they'll soon be dehydrated. They will soon be dehydrated. They soon be dehydrated. Guess what that happens to a puppy? That spell for a puppy. DEAF, a death sentence. You know why? Because puppies can't recover. If a puppy gets sick and gets dehydrated and get weak, he won't go get water. Okay? He won't go get water. He just lay there and he can't. He need help. He need help. Puppy need help. Okay? You gotta be on top of your puppies. If you're gonna be breeding dogs, you gotta be on top of everything. You gotta be looking at examining poop. All of the poop. That's why your puppies need to be spread out. Okay? And you need to be able to see you got 9 dogs, you got 9 puppies, you need to be able to see piles of poop, right? You got to be getting that up. Get that 9 piles of poop up. You need to be seeing that, right? And if they that big, you need to be getting ready to go soon, right? You need to be narrowing it down 8, 9, 10 weeks. You need to be knowing who's gonna be keeping, who's gonna be staying, and who's gonna be going. So, when I brought these new pups in, trauma, I and I'm worried. I'm worried. Look, I ain't got time for nothing else. I'm round the clock, and all I can do is just sit there and look at the puppies, and just watch them. You know what I'm saying? Are they getting better? Or are they getting worse? Because at some point, I gotta stop what I'm doing. Right? If this gets too crazy, guess what I gotta do? I gotta run to the vet immediately. Immediately. That means guess what? You got to come up with some bread. So and this is how the vets, you got to have a good working relationship. You got to understand that they're going to take chances to the opportunities that they have available to themselves as a business. What they're going to do is they're going to use that to their advantage and make money. And this is what this is what the nature of business. So you can't even be mad at that as a business person, right? You got to understand and respect that. The vet, if they get a chance to have you at 7, 8 puppies, and let's say you one of these big old mean guys too. You know how you want to come, these dudes come in the vet and they going, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, complaining about the prices, man. Listen, I got a mouth to feed. If you're the vet, you gotta put yourself in the vet shoes. Your best bet, if you're gonna go to the vet, is to cooperate and be smooth and cool, right? Hey man, look, talk to him about it, man. Y'all tearing us up, man. I got a family to feed too. You know what I mean? I can't do. Hey, look, help me, please. And I get a good relationship with the vet because guess what? When you come, and that means you gotta pay. That means you gotta pay. Okay, so stop what you doing, bills, everything, because this is the life. This is your puppies, right? We're talking about they'll run up thousands real quick, no problem. IVs, you see, I got all that stuff at home, all that stuff at home. All right, I done learned a lot of lessons, right? I learned a lot of lessons. I learned a lot of information through these 17 years because I am doing everything in my power to keep a puppy alive. You understand? Oh yeah, the puppies is doing great. Now you see how I could talk with. Listen, if the puppy family, if the puppies wasn't doing great, you saw them in the video. They're doing good. They boosted up and looking strong. And I wouldn't be able to be myself, right? I'll be really still sad. Like I was still be talking. You notice that I was kind of like down. I was like really was quiet in the video. I was tired, right? But I couldn't really, I just still wanted to be in the video. I still said this is a moment to share. And I had went what I had went through. You know what I'm saying? I was proud because the puppies was back and they was running around hanging out. It was hanging out. So I went live with the puppies, hanging out, right? But this is 17 years of life, of strong, hard lessons, right? I'm gonna tell you something else that I was doing. Mistake number two. So the new puppies came in, right? And I noticed that they wasn't very interested so much in the kibble as much as they were the feedings when chicken, right? And me as the product person that I am, like love, express myself from feeding you. Like I cook for my family and feed my children for lunch and stuff. And where is my daughter? She'll be calling soon. Maybe she don't get out until 8. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm here. But what happens is I like to see the dogs. I just do. Eat. I want to see them full. I know how I feel the food before. I like to eat. You know, I don't know if y'all notice I pick up weight here and there. I like to eat, you know, and the puppies like to eat, so I like to feed them. And I like to make it so you know you want to give them something good, right? So the mistake that I made, mistake number two that I made, did I say number two? Or is yeah, this number two? Yeah, mistake number two that I made was I gave the puppies a bunch of chicken, right? And because that was what they had, that was what their preferred meal was, right? They were eating the chicken vigorously. And that's how I like to see a puppy eat. So what I should have did was though I should have let the puppies be I should have let the puppies get strong on the dog food and slowly gradually introduce the feedings of the raw instead of going raw back to back like raw chicken, raw chicken, raw chicken, raw chicken. I should because they're dropping that in the dirt. They're dropping that, they moving that all around. It's hitting the wood chips. You know what I'm saying? They running all around this, it's on the ground, right? And then because the puppies, now we got double trauma. Oh, this the third trauma. Because no, so this is the second mistake that I made, but this is the third stress on the puppies. So we already talked about the stress from the travel from the trauma, the stress from the trauma, and not because of the actual travel, but because of the assimilation into the nest. So we're talking about triple stressor here. Leaving the mama, well, the mama came with the puppies, but they still left the mom, leaving the nest, being introduced into a new nest, right? And coupled with the travel, the trauma of the travel. So that's like a three way. Then so they get here on stress. Then when they get here, we got this bootleg boost up that they got at the vet, at the feed mill that doesn't work for our Boerboels. It might work for their dogs. It don't work for us. And I'd hate to say that, but listen, this thing, every single time I give it to my dogs, puppy glow, every single time. Maybe I'm not dosing it right. And I did look it up too. I did look up the dosage. Every time I dosage it, every time I check the dosage, every time it is in a it's no specific dosage that I'm missing, right? I'm doing the specific dosage that is called for. I got the specific dosage. I'm not misdosaging it, right? Dosaging according to the weight. It's garbage. Okay, it's just not working for our dogs. It's not working for our dogs. It's not something that our dogs need. I looked at the ingredients too, and it also has the same smell as a plant. It reminds me of it's got the the same thing that plants need. Um, like a microbiotics, probiotics, microbiotics, a whole lot of that stuff is in the same thing. So, and I'm wondering too, and I'm just praying that it's not some form of a byproduct that they use from horses or something. Like they were swearing by it though. They were saying it really good, and that's why you can't really always trust people that's selling stuff. But anyway, so that was the second part. But then, coupled on top of that, I'm feeding them this chicken on the ground, chicken on the dirt, chicken on the wood chips, right? Back to back to back to back. Now the puppies got to deal with that. They poop. You need solid poop. You need solid poop. So what I do is, this is a tip, right? I'm gonna give y'all a tip right here. I'm gonna drop a big gem. If you want to feed your puppies raw, if you want to feed your puppies raw, and you're gonna be breeding dogs, and you want to keep them thick, because this what raw does too. And if I'm keeping all the dogs, this really ain't no big deal. But why it's stressful for me too, because I have these puppies supposed to be preparing for new homes, right? And I don't want to send nobody no puppy. I don't want to send any, I'm not going to send anyone a puppy. No puppy can leave here with diarrhea, right? No puppy can leave here with diarrhea. That's just inappropriate for a breeder to do that, right? So they need to be pooping solid. When they're doing that, and I got puppies that are leaving in the nest with the same puppies that are pooping liquid. But we got it together. So it's just time for panic. It's cause for concern. It's not something that to be taken lightly. And it had the dog man stressed out. It had the dog man stressed out. I don't know how. I don't know how. My daughter ain't been out here yet, but it's all right. But so yeah, so that had me stressed out. Yeah, see, I don't believe that the dogs need nothing extra. They need, matter of fact, they do better on less. So that's my formula, right? That's my formula. And then so what I had to do, let me tell y'all before we get into the formula too, for the for the endurance and whatnot. The idea though, with how I let me tell y'all how I saved the puppies, right? Because I can't. I had, you see how healthy how strong that they were. They were bouncing back. They looked at bad. They looked at bad. They was really sick. So what I do is I keep that lactated ringers, and you got about 48 hours you can use that. 48 hours you can use the lactated ringers, and it's not they got another one that's the more modern version. But I know lactated ringers, and I didn't know the name of that. So when I gassed them at the vet, this is how cold the vet is. They don't give you the new stuff. They give you the lactated ringers, what you asked for. You got to know the name of the new stuff. And I didn't know the name, and I didn't, so they didn't tell me. But so what happened when I did was I keep that lactated ringers at all times. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Kevin? All right. How about you? All right. Okay. Pittman, right? That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, man. I got me up here waiting on my daughter, man, and I can't find her, and they what's she doing? Is she in theater? Or? Volleyball, man. Come on, bro, man. Okay. All right, lady. Hey, family. Wow. My grandma off the Oh, they got a game? Oh, Julie. Julie. Yeah, man. Good seeing you, though, man. All right. Yep. Sorry about that, poor buddies. I'm up here at my daughter's school and she ain't even ready. Not could have been at the house at the doing my thing, but it's cool though. I'm here. I'm here. I was supposed to be here at this time, and I'm here at this time. So, and they not ready. So when the next time when when I'm late, if I'm late, or I'm gonna be doing my show, then this will be on record. This will be on record that I was here, and I've been in here for since 7 o'clock on the dot. I've been here since 7 o'clock on the dot. Anyway, let's get back to the show, buddies. Yeah, so when your puppies get sick like that, when you see your puppies, I'm gonna be releasing all of this stuff in a guide, y'all. I'm gonna put all of this stuff in a free guide. Not nothing to pay for, not nothing that you're gonna have to buy. This is something that you could just download from the website because I want everybody to have this information. I want everybody to have this guide. I want everybody to know where to get this, have these materials, have this checklist, and have this formula because it's going to save your puppies. When you don't know what to do, you have this formula that I have used that is my go-to. And I'm gonna put everything, all of those things that you need to have: the B12, the lactated ringer, the actual updated thing, the bend it back for the gut, how much to give, the worm medicines, the Nemex, the different worm medicines, the Pyrantel, the Wormex, the different ones, which one to use and when, the Panicure, the Safeguard. I mean, and all of these different things, how to test, what to look for, when, how to treat, when to give what, how much to give. We're gonna put it all in the guide. How to bounce your puppies back when they looking bad, or if they looking questionable at any time, because you don't want to get, and it's only a number of things. It's a number of things that the puppies go through, and knowing what those things are is the keys to being able to handle the situation or address the situation. If you don't know the warning signs, I'm trying to save puppy lives. This literally saves puppies' lives. And I mean, because this is what happens when ask how many breeders, how many puppies that they lose, right? And this is one of the worst things that can happen to you because you put so much into the puppies, and you don't. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you exactly how this goes. You have your eyes set on the litter, right? You breed this litter, you plan this litter. I'm gonna give you a perfect example: Balto and Pinky, right? Let's say Balto and Pinky just had a litter of puppies. And I'm looking at those puppies and I'm super excited about them, right? And from birth, I got my eyes on this one dog, right? That one dog is big and strong and got everything that I'm needing and loving and caring for. And I mean, this is my future stud dog of all the stud dogs, right? This is my future stud dog, right? And I got my eyes set on him. I could see it in the future. I could see him. He gonna be big. He gonna be just like his daddy. He gonna be all black with the black underbody. He gonna be a beautiful dog. And then guess what? 3, 4 weeks old, he fall ill. You gotta know what to do. You gotta know what to do. You gotta know when it's time to rush him to the vet. You gotta know when it's time. You gotta have, if you got that IV, if you can't get a puppy to hold down water, you can't get a puppy to drink water. That IV is critical. That IV, if you don't have that on time, at the right time, if you don't give it at the right time, it's, it's the difference between life and death with your puppy. That's how serious that it is. You need this. You need this information. And I'm gonna give it to you for free. It's nothing else. It's nothing, no trick, no gimmick. It's no switch or nothing to go along with it, right? I feel like information is the key. This is how we gonna rise. Information. We gotta be getting into the habit of sharing the information with each other. And I mean, it's not everybody doesn't have to do it, but if you have it, right, you don't share the information, it's really not fair. It's really not fair if you have it and you don't share the information, because you actually could be helping a dog survive. You actually could be helping the next person get a special dog into their life, and then what they say, what is meant to be. I'm sorry about that. They say what is meant to be will be, but sometimes it's meant for you to see something and do something, right? And knowing what to do or knowing what you're looking at is a big part of addressing it. So because I have this experience, I'm gonna share this with y'all, my Boerboel family. Everybody that's rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all heavy, because it's us. It's not about me. It's about us, and we're preparing the next generation. We want to make sure that people know what's going on. We want to make sure that it's gonna be um it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth their time and energy, because a lot of people jumping into this for the wrong reasons, and we want to make sure that they understand what all that it takes involved. Because if you go for it into the dogs for the wrong reasons, then doom you doomed to be surprised. You doomed for a surprise, doomed to be surprised. But I gotta go because I'm at my baby's school. You know what? I'm just gonna slide. She'll find it. She'll find me. She can find me. Slide over this way. They coming in and out. They coming in and out. No, I want my baby to be feeling like they wondering why am I standing at that window like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they don't know what's going on. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue of what it's all about. You know what I mean? How the hard work. When I'm talking about people that's looking, chasing the dollar, heavy dollars. It's not a lot of heavy dollars. It's not a whole lot of dollars involved. If you is new and people thinking that you're looking for, if you're looking for a good investment, a way to invest your money, people thinking that the dogs is gonna be a quick turnaround. Because in theory, if you do it just based off the numbers, let's say I spent 7 or 8 grand on a female, right? 10 grand even. Can you give me another example of an investment where I spent 10 grand and then there's potential in the next 6 to 12 months? This dog has 9 to 12 puppies in the next 6 months. She's gonna go in heat. You're gonna breed the dog and you're gonna have 9 to 12 puppies, right? Which is a average litter for a Boerboel. Let's say 7 to 9. And then each puppies is $5,000 a piece. So you're gonna make $45,000, right? You could make it easy 40,000, 50,000, right? And those numbers sound very enticing, and greed is the root of every scam. Greed is at the root of every Ponzi scheme. Of every scam, of every fraud is greed. That's how people run into and they jump into an offer that seemed too good to be true. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That sounds way. Anybody that really have ever done this, anybody that have ever done this, know that is the biggest myth that you could ever come up with. That's the biggest myth. You gonna get into this Boerboel game, and you're gonna buy you a female in the next 6 to 10. Because I asked, you know why and how I came up with that. Like it was these guys was buying dogs left and right, and I'm asking them, what do y'all see? Don't y'all understand how hard this is? How difficult this can be? But from the outside looking in, if you don't really do the math, you don't factor in unknown costs or unexpected costs. If you don't factor those things in, then guess what? You doomed to fail. You doomed to fail. So, boy, buddies, let me get over here to my truck before my phone go dead. But because we only got a couple of minutes, and last time that happened, the live went off. But I wanted to let y'all know I didn't know what I had got totally off what I had planned today. But I just felt like, you know what, I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on. Tell y'all what's really going on. I know it looked crazy. I couldn't go over my examples and everything that I wanted to be able to show y'all. But hey, I didn't want to let you down. Didn't want to let you give you no excuses. Because guess what? Excuses are useless. Excuses are useless. We have to do what we have to do. And as a man, and they don't just apply to men and women too, because it's a woman, man, woman, child. And then you got to do. No matter who you are, when it comes time to do what you have to do, you have to do. You can't come up with an excuse and say, "Well, this is an excuse." Right? This is your mission. You have a mission. You have to do your mission. Sometimes things happen that's out of your control. That's different. But if you didn't do everything in your power that you could possibly do to make the mission complete, then you failed the mission. Your job if you're taking orders, or your mission is to, if you have a mission, my mission is to deliver the show, then, and that's just something that if I haven't done everything that I can do to produce the show, and which I said that I was going to do until I say that I'm not, because I feel like if I don't, until I say that I'm not, I'm going to be doing the show, and I plan on doing this as long as I'm involved with Boerboels. I plan on being involved with the Boerboel community, and these are my memoirs. This is how these going to be guides for the future. And if you ever want to know what the Boerboel man said, you can always go back to this. And if you ever want to know what I thought or what I felt, and not that just an opinion, and it's not, and I'm not always right? And so I try to really know what I'm talking about, and I try to. My main thing is I'm not gonna speak unless I feel like I know what I'm talking about, and I could be wrong. Sometimes will correct me if I'm wrong, because we want to make sure that we're giving out factual information at all times. We don't want to be misleading nobody or misinforming anyone. Right, that is not the goal. This is a fair exchange of information. I appreciate everybody that joined us. We getting busy, extra busy on YouTube because, hey, they done knocked us off of Facebook for a temporary. That is not us on Facebook. They done changed the name of our page, so that's something else. But you know what? I'm not gonna let nothing break my cool. Because before my daddy passed, he told me that is one of my biggest flaws. I can get upset and get out my. I can get upset, so we don't want to. We want to keep our heads cool. I done heard that many times. Keep your head cool. Keeping my head cool. They got this ashwagandha root. If you got a problem with like your energy becoming Explosive. You can try that. Ashwagandha root. It's working really good for me, and it's making me feel really relaxed with this during this stressful time. Appreciate y'all, board buddies. Um, Thank you so much if you took the time out of your day to look at our video. Please do one thing for me. If you know somebody that this could use this information, the only thing I'm asking you to do is to share this. That's the only thing. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night. We will see you soon. Peace and blessings.